What's up, people? It's your man, Herb Lover, coming live and direct from your mama's basement. The Lakers played the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers only won, prior to beating the Lakers, the Pacers only won 3 road games. A team that's still trying to find himself once again, because at one point in time, the same team that they got now, except for Miles Turner, I don't know what's going on with him, it's the same team that actually made it to the playoff last year, and it was making some noise. Sabonis, had a bum ankle. So, oh boy, you can rant, but I'm not going to rant. I'm going to start with the listen, like this. The first quarter, Lakers actually was doing all right. They were doing all right. They were running the ball. Then they started bringing in the young squad. The young squad, they were running. And the young squad was passing. And believe it or not, Russell Westbrook kind of looked good with that young squad because they're running. It fits Russell Westbrook's style of play. When he runs half court with LeBron in him, it don't work for him because he becomes a shell of himself. Yeah, he knocked down threes, but half court sets, getting to the basket, I feel bad for the Lakers right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. They got Carmelo Anthony just came back. Carmelo Anthony is, like I said before, he's not a good defender, especially in that paint. He's too much body blow. And LeBron James, they taking no blows in that paint. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all keep on saying LeBron James can play center. No. On most defenses, you'll see LeBron James switch off. You'll see somebody, Avery Bradley or somebody down there playing the daggone center. That's right, they switch off. And then when one of the opponents penetrate the basket or penetrate to get to the basket, no one cuts over on the weak side to help out at all. Nobody. They just stand there. Don't stand there. Now you might see somebody like Johnson who will probably try. THT. It depends on the rotation. But certain individuals, they don't slide over on weak side help. They just look. That's why I said I don't like LeBron playing center. LeBron James, I know we don't want to hear this, but LeBron James is wishy-washy on defense. You never know when he's coming. And this have a lot to do because he's always doing what? He's 90% of the offense. Do y'all understand this? He's 90% of the offense. Meaning that because he's getting all his points on offense, on defense, he's too tired. He's tired. He's conserving his energy on defense, but y'all don't see this. And y'all say, oh, he's biased. He's this and that. No. Y'all just come up on a point. And I know some of y'all going to get in here and say, oh, yeah, you always talk about LeBron. Look, Russell Westbrook was trash, too. I'll keep it real with you. He knocked down some threes, but he was 1 for 11 taking twos. Because the half-court set doesn't work for him. It doesn't work. Me personally, this is what I would do. I know y'all might say, well, you know what, Urban, you just said Anthony can't play defense. I know that, man, but they run, the thing about LeBron, they run half-court sets. Only time you really see the Lakers get on a fast break when LeBron is in the game is when LeBron's going, toe-to-toe. He's going strictly coast to coast, going from the one end to the other to score. That's the only time you really see a fast break. Let's be honest. So you got LeBron James, you have to start Carmelo, man, with LeBron and let Dwight Howard play. And then you have, if you want to keep Westbrook in there, that's cool. But you have to do Westbrook and if you want to keep Bradley there because of defense methods, that's cool. You have Dwight Howard and Bradley to help out LeBron James and Carmelo. But you got to have somebody to score. Because right now, to be honest with you, if you look at that starting 5, the only true scorer they got is LeBron James. That's what I'm talking about. So you got him scoring offense, then he switch over to center. He's conserving energy. He's too tired. He's doing everything. And that he don't really have to do everything. Westbrook got here. His assist was up. Rebounding was up. Now he's so worried about his turnovers. He's playing, to me, subpar. I know a lot of y'all complain, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have Westbrook turn the ball over 5 times. You know what I mean? At least they running. But with this squad right here, that's not going to happen, man. I'm just, like I said before, I would run, and I know y'all might say, oh, I don't want to do that. But here's the reason why I say that I would do Carmelo with LeBron James. But Carmelo, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Westbrook, and I guess Bradley for defense with him and Dwight. It gives LeBron somebody else that can score. Especially when LeBron run half-court set. You get somebody who can score down low and somebody who score down low and on the top of that can take up, knock the 3 out. Then you have Westbrook. It opened up the floor a little bit, Because right now, you got Reason. I'm not knocking Reason, but Reason not giving you nothing on offense. I know you got him there for defense, but if it's just LeBron James scoring and Westbrook, then what do you have on that starting five? Nothing. Just defense. Then you bring a young squad in, and them boys running. I mean, shit, running. Like, look, and I know they put Carmelo Anthony with that young squad, but with that young squad, Carmelo Anthony, he played a little bit all right. Don't get me wrong. Defense, so small. But he played a little bit all right. But the point is, they wasn't running. They were running, but once he went out, they were running. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you like this, when you watch the Denver game, they were running. So I'm saying this. If you're going to have Mo come off the bench, I would definitely start Carmelo, and I would bring in Reza at the center spot with Johnson at the power forward spot. And then you got Tucker, Monk, Reeves, rotate out with Westbrook, however you want to do it. How you want to do it. I would bring Westbrook in and rotate him between Monk and Reeves. Well, not rotate him, but, rotate the backup between Monk and Reeves, because Tucker will be playing the 3. And between Monk and Reeves, whoever got the hot hand, that's who will get in there. And I'll run Westbrook with that little small squad so he can run. Because that's the thing right now. Westbrook is not running. He's not. If you ever watch Westbrook, all you like to do is run. You know what I mean? Once in a while, some head coach set depending on who's the other guy. Like, remember he had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and I'm not knocking LeBron because he still can run with LeBron. But the thing about it, I keep telling people over again, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, man, but it's only going to work if Westbrook is allowed to play his game. I'm just going to keep it real. Westbrook here. We can cry all day about trading Westbrook all day. It's not going to work until Westbrook is allowed to play his game. And that means that, yes, LeBron James have to remove his ego in order for it to work. It's not going to work any other way. I know a lot of fans have said, he did this all day because he LeBron ISO plays this and that. But it's not working. I keep telling y'all, this man is 37 years old. He's not 28, 29, 34. He's 37. So that means if you're 30-something years old, eventually you're going to be tired somewhere. You playing 30-something minutes. And you still think this man going to be running, playing at a top 100%? No, he's giving you all offense. Then on defense, he struggled. And then on top of that, when he's tired on defense, when he play offense, what do? He sit back and shoot threes. Or miss a lot of shots like Westbrook did today. Him and Westbrook missed a lot of shots. When the young team was actually doing pretty good. Johnson, he got 16 goddamn minutes. That should have been minutes that Carmelo Anthony should have never got. Carmelo should have only got 30 minutes. Don't get me wrong, don't get me twisted, but Johnson should have got more minutes than that. Some damn 16. Come on, man. When you watch the young team running, man, that's when we were winning. And I'm not knocking that because we were winning also. And I'm telling you, when LeBron was coming there with him, we were winning. But you can't have LeBron and Carmelo Anthony on the floor at the same time without somebody backing them up. Because remember, these two are guys our last line of defense to the paint. And neither one of them are not playing no defense. Look at the interior scoring. And don't get me wrong, Sabonis was getting his way with Dwight Howard too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, they gotta learn how to use Dwight Howard, man. They're not using him. They're not using Dwight Howard. This man should not be on the floor only getting 4 points. Most of the points coming from the free throw line, from putbacks and stuff like that. This guy had 4 offensive rebounds. Carmelo had 3 on that one on a couple plays. But this man had 4 offensive rebounds. He played 13 minutes, had 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. And you sit him down and don't bring him back in the game at all. Don't even try to get him a place bonus. The freaking Pacers, once Dwight Howard went out, the Pacers ain't doing but just ran the same similar offense as the Denver Nuggets. That's all they did. And I told y'all in my last video and the videos before that, the one thing that hurt the Lakers is ball movement. These teams they're playing them are moving the ball very well, and this is why they're beating them. They say they're taking advantage of the Lakers' weak defense when they go small, and they just attack in the paint. So when you get help, and I keep telling y'all, when you get help and guys coming down to help out because you're not playing good defense in the middle. When you get help, there leaves the perimeter man wide open for threes. And I just told y'all not too long ago. If you notice these teams, there's always when they move the ball, the star player doesn't always be on the top when it comes to scoring. Sometimes it be somebody else because why? These teams understand when somebody is hot, continue to feed them the ball. Like when we play the Pacers, who was hot? LeVert was hot. So what they do, they fed him the ball. Everybody too bad, let him eat off of it. And I tell y'all that, man. I keep telling y'all that, man. But nobody wants to hear that, man. Like I told you, I'm a Laker first and foremost. I ain't no LeBron fan, I ain't no Westbrook fan, I ain't none of that. But I'm just calling how it is, right? Whether you like it or not, it don't matter to me. The point is, we get up too much points in the paint. Vogel should have made a change and bring Dwight Howard in. He didn't even do that. And you see us taking a bleed once again, and you sit there and watch. And you watch. So my question now is this punishment to LeBron James? Based on the fact that he kind of put this team together? Because I know y'all want to say the front office of Vogel, but no, I keep telling y'all, once LeBron James won in the bubble, he had green light. Vogel ain't got no support now from the front office. He got the green light. That's how Carmelo is here. That's how Westbrook is here. Once he got that championship, that's our man now. So in retrospect to that, like I said before, he helped put this team together. So he got to make it work. I'm not even mad at LeBron. It is what it is. I knew when you get LeBron, what you're going to get. I was kind of upset because you let the young players go, but I dealt with that. But my thing is, at the end of the day, like I said before, and I'm going to keep on saying, like I said before, we got to find a way to actually learn and, really utilize Westbrook. He's here. He's at least here for the rest of this year. After this season, we don't know about that, but he's here now. If we want to win a chip, LeBron have to play off Westbrook. If Westbrook want to run, let him run. All this freaking slow down, half court set is not freaking working. It's okay when you up by like 4 or 5 points, or you're down by 4 and you got the ball and then LeBron take over. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? You're going to be the take over, that's cool, but don't start off on no daggone threes. Attack the paint. Nobody wants to see them shooting threes all the time. Like I told you, attacking the paint is a much more higher percentage than you shooting the daggone three. And fans be all, oh yeah, threes. No, it's not. That's what y'all court, man. The problem is the Lakers hit their free throws. I'd be scared. I think they don't want to go to. I be thinking they don't want to attack the paint because they like long the ball was. He didn't want to attack the paint because it's getting in the free throws. But anyway, I'm just looking at this real quick. I'm gonna come back real quick. So you had Sabonis, 9 for 12, 5 offensive boards, 7 rebounds, total of 12, 10 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover. He had a triple double. Same thing with Jokic when he played us. He had 20 points. Remember, I told you Jokic only scored 17, I think, against us. Remember? So look at this guy. This guy only scored 20 points. This is their main player. Holiday had 11. Played pretty good defense. But he didn't really shoot nothing. Ain't really nobody really done. But Brogdon, he's pretty good. Now this guy was 7-14, but he didn't hit no threes. He finished with 19, and then you had LeVert, who was just hot. And that's my thing. If you got somebody hot, and Gerald LeVert is 6'6". I know you had Bradley on him, but I'd have put THT on him. I think THT would probably I think I get a bigger wing. They gotta get a bigger wing. But they play somebody like that, they gotta have somebody like 6'8", man. They ain't got nobody 6'8". Besides Johnson. Let's see. What's Johnson? Johnson 6'8". He's 6'6". You know what I did? I'd have put Johnson on him. Straight up. This dude hot. Johnson seemed like he's pretty good, playing pretty good defense. I'd have put Johnson on him. Like I said, it come down to coaching too, man. You know what I mean? It come down to coaching, because if I see this dude knocking it down, he's 6'6", and I got somebody Bradley at 6'3", or Westbrook or whoever on him at 6-something, giving up 3 inches, and this guy just knocking down jumpers on him. I'll put somebody with a little bit of height on him, and that's a little bit more physical. I'll put Johnson will be my junkyard dog. Him and Bradley be my junkyard dogs. You know what I mean? Okay, this guy's scoring too much. Johnson, I want you to man him up. This guy right here, Bradley, I want you to man him up. That's what I would do. I would shut it down. I won't let these guys score like that, but they don't do that, man. They don't do that. We terrible on defense. And like I said, when they run that small ball, players are always coming over to help the other players out in the paint, leaving the guys wide open for the perimeter. And they do the same thing with Dwight Howard. When they switch off, Dwight Howard will come out, probably play somebody. And instead of somebody picking up Dwight Howard, man, or watching the guy rotate to the basket, they just sit there and watch. And then they expect Dwight Howard to roll off the person that he done came out with off the switch and go back in the paint and play D. You don't do that, man. You need everybody foot on that ground playing defense, even LeBron James and Westbrook, who always sometimes watching the rebound, but he ain't been doing it a while because he ain't been grabbing the rebounds. But yeah, you gotta put pressure on these guys on the perimeter. You can't give them space so they can knock down threes. And you got to trust in your center or whoever on your weak side help to come over and help. If the center get beat, or if one of the guards get beat to the paint, somebody got to rotate over on the weak side and clog that paint up to prevent them from doing whatever they want in the paint. You got to stop running small ball. It's not working. I'm sorry. That small ball not working. They're pinning over the lineups of what they got. But that Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James together, that don't work, man. Because you got, like I said, you got two guys that are not really playing strong defense. So in reality, like I said, this is what I would do. Like I told you over I've already told you on my lineup. I ain't gotta go back to that again. Let me hurry and finish because let me see. We got now let me look at the Lakers. Now LeBron James at the beginning, like I said, start off pretty good, but then like I said, he started missing shots. Same thing with Westbrook, started missing shots. LeBron was 3 for 7 from the arc, but he took a lot of shots, missed a lot of shots. Saying like I said, him and Westbrook, man, and they actually kind of semi-hurt the game. I know y'all want to hear that, but LeBron was a -20 and Westbrook was a -18. You know what I mean? Defense. If you look, like I said today, defense, man. Defense. So you had LeBron James, he did have 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers. Reason didn't give you anything. Dwight Howard, like I said, 13 minutes, only one field goal. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds. He did have 4 offensive rebounds. That's where his points, his free throws came from. And he's hitting free throws. Matter of fact, he probably hitting better free throws than most of the players in there. 2 blocks. Only seeing for 13 minutes. 13 minutes. And Sabonis played how many minutes? 35 minutes. See, that's what I'm talking about. That guy being there for 35 minutes, but you want to run a small ball because why? LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony are homies. Let's keep it real, y'all. LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony homies. Carmelo Anthony gonna find himself on that floor, and it's not working, man. LeBron James 30 points, Reza 0, Howard, like I said, he had 5. Westbrook shot 5 of 17, was like 1 for 11 in the 2 point, so he didn't really do anything. 4 for 6, he looked hot behind the 3-point arc, but he couldn't get nothing inside the perimeter. He only had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 14 points, -18. -18. But here's the thing about Westbrook, though. When he ran with that young squad, what he's doing. That's another reason why his assist is like that, too. If y'all notice, because when he run with them young guys, they move the ball. Now, sometimes Westbrook get caught up in that same thing, logic with LeBron James. But I'll tell you this, if you're running with those small guys, man, I wouldn't mind Westbrook running with them. Now, LeBron James can come in there with those small guys, but at the same time, he wanted to slow the game down, man. He just wanted to slow it down. Bradley, 5 points. Like I said, ain't really do too much on offense. Was getting, defense at the wild because of switching. I feel bad. I don't like the switching. I think switching, and I say it over and over again, switching is another way to basically mask weak defense. That's how I look at it. Carmelo Anthony, 30 minutes. He +3, was a +8, went down. 14 points. Didn't hit no 3-pointers. He was 6 for 12. Did have a couple putbacks, 3 offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and you had 2 blocks. Now, you know what I mean? So in reality, like I said, I'm not taking away Carmelo because Carmelo can score. But I will run Carmelo, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Westbrook, and Bradley in that starting 5. Since LeBron likes to go half-court sets because Carmelo Anthony is an expert at half-court sets. And it makes more sense to have Carmelo in than Reza. Now, I know you be losing defense, but you have Dwight Howard. And if Carmelo and LeBron James actually commit and playing defense, it won't be so bad if they run half-court sets. But at the same time, they have to get teams to play them, and they got to stop playing those teams. You know what I mean? So in reality of it, we can't be playing against these teams, giving them the edge and not actually trying to counter. And that's what we're not doing. So you had Johnson, like I said, 16 minutes. Should have got way more minutes than that. 4 points. Had a couple good plays in there. Two assists. I call him the junkyard dog. Like I said, his job would have been actually to when Levert went off, I'd have had Johnson, man to man him up straight up. I had Johnson in there. That's how I would look at it. I would have put Johnson there and let him say, look, just be physical with him. Monk, 28 minutes. He's not even shooting the ball. I think they probably told Lamont, hey, man, don't take too many shots because we're trying to make some trades, and we like you. So if you take a lot of shots, teams might be wanting you, and we don't want that to happen, you know what I mean, because you're a good player. Just be a distributor or something. And Monk probably said, all right, I got you. I'm just joking. Reeves ain't really do too much. 1 for 5, didn't have a good game, but him being in the game with those guys and running, that's cool. I like that because the young guys are running. Horton Tucker, even though, like I said, he's up and down, but I gotta give him hats off. Like Tucker was hot, had a pretty good game. Going to the basket and all that. And the reality of it, like I say over and over again, man, when you got somebody that's hot, man, that's actually playing better than you, feed him the ball, man. He had 7 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been feeding the ball, man. I don't know, man. This team is just it's egos, man. It's freaking egos. You're not going to win with an ego team. And I'm going to tell you right now, we ain't no point in falling in love with none of them players. Tucker, Reeves, Monk, ain't no point in falling in love with them. Because they'll mess around and trade all them. And then we be sitting there watching them just like we watching Kuzma Caruso and everybody else. Anyway, man, let me go to the daggone which gonna get off this daggone thing. This is irritating. All right, look. Field goal percentage. Indiana Pacers with 48. We shot 44%. 3-pointers. They were 11 for 30 for 36. We were 11 for 34 for 32. Free throws. They were 12 for 15. 80. We were 13 for 18. We missed. We not bad, but we got to make more free throws. 17 80. And I also say this, and I know I say this over and over again. LeBron James, Zion Williamson, Joe Embiid, Julius Randle, most of them guys who play down low and score down low, they should be leading the league in free throws. But it is what it is, man. Let's be honest, man. They be getting fouled and all that, man. But these refs don't call that, man. They try to keep the game balanced, man. Ain't nobody stupid. Come on, LeBron James coming in. A good portion of the time he coming in, he's gonna get fouled, and he's not even calling it. But it's irritating. But anyway, it don't matter. Rebounds, Pacers had 48. We only had 40. Offensive rebounds, they had 14 to our 12. Defensive rebound, they had 34 to our 28. So offensive rebounds helped them because they actually had a lot of, like I said, a lot of putbacks. Assists, they had 28, we had 23. And like I said, a lot of that basically came from home. Go over real quick. Give me a second. All right. So if you look at the assists, a lot of them come from the point of, if you look at the young squad in there, they were moving the ball around. And they were running. That's why, the assists is kind of semi up. LeBron had 5, and I think Westbrook had like 3. But like I said, those two individuals, all they do is basically hold the ball. They, hold the ball down, and I'm not saying all the time, because sometimes they make plays where they can play off the ball, or they make, they pass the ball around. And I keep telling people, if the Lakers would just move the ball, stop holding the ball. When you watch Westbrook, I'm telling y'all, when you watch Westbrook and LeBron James move the ball without holding it for like more than 9 or 10 seconds, that's when they're at their best. Because why? The game is more fun. They moving without the ball. They're getting easier scores. But when you see Westbrook and LeBron holding the ball for a long period of time, they got to fight for every opportunity to score. They're playing against themselves. Move the ball. If freaking Tucker had 30 points, that's cool. If you only 18, it's nothing wrong with your players scoring more than you. Let it happen. Jeez, y'all killing yourselves, man. Always try to be the main ones, bro. It don't work that way. Your ego's too big, man. Let it come down a little bit. Mars, coming to Jupiter. Anyway, steals. They had 6 to our 4. We weren't really up there. Blocks, they had 8 to our 7. We played pretty good with the block game. Total turnovers, they had 13. We had 11. Not that bad. Points off turnovers, we had 10. They had 8. Fast breaks. Look at this. They had 13 because the Indiana is not a really fast break team. They like to set up because they like to work it through Sabonis, and that's why they should have Dwight Howard in every time Sabonis came in. Anyway, and we had 11. Like I said, we don't run the ball much. We run half court sets, and it's not something that Westbrook can do. I keep telling y'all over and over again, Westbrook need to run with them young guys to get them going, because if they're running with them, guess what? It's easier ways to score. When you're doing half-court sets and you're not really running no daggone plays, it's hard for you to score, because all they're doing is run the ISO play, pass the ball around, back to LeBron, pass the ball around, back to Westbrook, pass it all back to LeBron, pass it all around, back to Westbrook. That's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But when you actually are running, when you actually are moving the ball and running plays or fast breaking, many people's hands are touching the ball, what makes it much more harder for defense to actually guard you. But I keep saying it over and over again. Largely, Lakers had, they had 11. Sorry, we had 15. Oh, let me go back. Points in the paint. Pacers had 62. We had 46. I keep telling y'all, man. That's what I say, man. And Vogel, bad decision. But anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comments, and tell me what you think. Coming straight from your mama's basement. I'm about to take my tail to bed. Love you guys, man. I know y'all gonna say I'm biased. I'm picking and this and that. Nah, man, I'm just calling it how it is, man. Straight up. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to look at the game and see how I really roll, man. And when you watch the game and you pay attention to it and just look, and then you might rewind it back a couple times, you know what I'm saying, to watch certain plays, like, okay. And that's what I do. I wind the plays back and I look. I sit there and watch it. Like I'm studying the film. You know what I'm saying? I could be a coach. Like I'm sitting there studying the game. Just studying it. Like, man, it's that simple. But I don't think Vogel has no power. I don't think he has no power now when it comes to rotation. That's on him. But to a degree, because like I said, Carmelo and LeBron are friends. But he don't have no power. Once, like I said, once LeBron and the Lakers won that daggone chip, this LeBron team now. So he don't really have no power. So he might, hey man, you never know. They might let him go by halftime. I mean, not halftime. I mean, over there. What's that? The All-Star break. All right, but I love you guys. I'm out.